Hey guys, I'm RedHerring. We're going to be doing some more StarCraft 2 casting with myself. Oh my gosh, I'm on the ×2 speed. There we go. With myself, FTaCtHerring against my opponent, the Red Terran player Azura. So this will be a Protoss vs Terran on the map Cloud Kingdom, and I know I've cast a bunch of games on Cloud Kingdom. I think most of them PvTs as well, but hope you guys are not tired of this matchup because it is probably my best at the moment. PvP, my PvP is actually not bad. And my PvZ is actually looking okay too. All in all, I'm not feeling at this stage in the game that I'm too weak in any of my matchups, which is a good thing. So here we go. Getting the spamming nice and spammed up, I guess, as my probe is coming up after the 9 pylon to go to do some scouting. So hopefully I'll be able to take the game here. As they're a very good Master League Terran player, and if we look at the production tab, I am not getting a gateway anytime soon, which is pretty normal. If I'm not proxying one gate or going for one gate expand, I am 17 nexusing. Those are kind of the 3 builds that I tend to go. And trying to do a little bit of damage on the SCV. But yes, no gateway coming up for myself, and he is getting a quick wall in with the supply depot. And a lot of Terran players do this, and it's not, it's not exactly the greediest thing to do, as in it's not the best thing for your economy. For example, tech builds generally will do this either to wall in so that you can't scout the tech they're going, but it delays their gas. If they're not going gas at all, it delays the command center in this case, as I think it will be going to see a 1 rack to expand since he's not getting gas and he hasn't set a SCV across the map for like a proxy second racks. He's not he's not putting up a second racks in his base. So looks like I'm just going to be nibbling on supply depot, and I do sense the Marine's going to pop soon, so get him out of there before the Marine comes out. Because a well micro Marine can kill a probe pretty easily. So getting my first gateway, and oftentimes you'll see me get a second gateway pretty fast. I'm not opting for that just yet, getting a pylon, and I might, yep, there goes the second gateway, and then I should get gas after that. There we go, and then right when that pylon is done, I should resume on probe production. There we go. So he does scout in with this SCV. This is his vision. He sees, oh, I do have my 17 Nexus, I do have 2 gateways and 1 gas. That's really all you need to know. I don't think these Marines killed off the probe. I know it ran away on the mini-map, and yeah, it just went to this tower there. Need to keep tabs. It is so important for 17 Nexus players, or greedy players in general. You need to hold the towers, because if you don't hold the towers, you don't know when an attack is coming. You cannot prepare. It's all about preparing for assaults, feigning like you have more stuff than you really do when you're playing greedy builds like this. And looks like his scout's there. Looks like I'm going to try to ward it away. But yeah, it is crucial. It is absolutely pivotal that you control towers or get some type of map control if you're going for these greedy fast expand plays, because if you don't know that a push is coming, you will die straight up to basically any pressure whatsoever. So it looks like he's getting double gas, and he's getting a command center inside his base, and then another command center. And this is, I really like it, but what is he doing with this 2 gas? This is 6 harvesters in gas. If we look at the income tab, he's already behind in harvesters. Most of those are, or a lot of those, not most, but a lot of those are in gas. So, I mean, you can already see his gas count is getting really high. I would not be surprised to see him throw down a factory and go for Banshees with all this gas coming in. Going for this quick 3 command center play is... really, you don't need any gas. At most, you need 1 until like the 6 or 7 minute mark. You can get your second gas, but he's had the gas working for a little while, and he has like 300 gas now. What is he doing with it? Nothing. So I'm not sure if I agree with that. I did send a zealot up there, tested the front. I saw, what did I say? I think I saw the Marines. Yeah, the bunker wasn't up then, but I did see the Marines, and I do have a stalker down there and 2 more gateways for a total of 4 and a Twilight Council. So I do see with the number of Marines here that it could be a fast expand play, but I did not see a bunker when I pushed up there, so it could be a feigned expand, which I've seen before where Terran players will fake like they're expanding, because Protoss really can't check if you're 17 Nexus, and you can't check until way later on if they actually get their natural dam, because the Marines will shoot any scouts down pretty easily. But So I do realize, you know, it could be maybe a one-base play. I'm going to need to chrono my warp gate out, which just finished. Getting my Templar archives now. Getting my 4th gas. I do have my 3rd. And look at the income tab. It's 28 for him, 39 for me, which is pretty good. But when this 3rd orbital finishes up, it's going to be triple mule production. So it's going to be very, very nice. Very nice economy for Azura. Now, if we look at supplies, I am ahead in supply, and his army count is super low. And mine, I don't think I have like anything. I have 1 zealot and 1 stalker, so very, very greedy builds from really both of us. Yeah, nothing's been killed this whole game. So we'll see what comes out of this game in terms of mid-game strategy. And it looks like he could try and float this away. Looks like he's just using it to make SCVs. In his main, which is totally fine. Definitely want to play it safe if you don't know what your opponent is doing. And I do poke in with the Stalker, and I see the bunker, and I see the Marauder, but I believe the Marauder does not have concussive shell because it would have slowed the Stalker when it shot it. So I do notice that, but with the notice of the Marauders, I do know, okay, I had a note that I had got a robotics facility, just in case he was going Banshees or some trickiness, which he could have. But with the sighting of the Marauder, I know that he's going heavy infantry. You know that you wouldn't have Marauders if you're going Banshees or super quick Banshees in any case. And looks like the gas, I believe he's been mining all this gas off 2 geysers for a while, and that is because he's getting quick +1/+1, and he's going to have the armory down. He's going to begin +2/+2 super fast. I don't think I have a forge. I don't think I have any forges up, no. So his upgrades are going to be insane. 1-1 at the 9-minute 30-second mark is pretty damn good. And if we look, I am throwing up pylons across the map, just keeping tabs on the expos. Want to make sure he's not sneaking any expansions, which is fairly common. Looks like he's salvaging this bunker, which you don't really need. I mean, he doesn't really need at this point, at least. He does have a lot of minerals anyway, but I guess he's ramping up for medevac production. There goes my observer into his base, and there goes his 3rd, just now establishing. Mine, meanwhile, is almost done, and his stim is about to finish. So we might see a push out, just a feign attack with stim and 1-1 and concussive shell done. We'll see if I can hold that. I do have a zealot at this tower and a probe at this, so I will be able to detect any form of movement on his front. Just getting up some more gateways here, and it looks like I am, let's see, there's my double forge. And I'm not really teching with my robotics facility because I did get it for observers. I have been working on getting observers pretty fast, as opposed to staying just on Twilight Council tech, because although it does cut into your gateway count, you really need the observer in case of Banshees or anything like that. And I kind of learned that the hard way, as I might have stated in some of my previous videos. It is really nice to have some form of detection, though you can get away with without observers in many cases. So here comes the attack, and I do scout that with that zealot is not able to pull that away. There is my probe. Look at my map vision; it's super good. I can see pretty much everything. What? Oh, he did scan and kill the observer. So nicely played. Observers are, you know, when your observers are sniped, you might think, as a Terran player, you know, is it really worth sniping a 25 mineral, 75 gas cost observer with a scan? And it really is, in my opinion. I mean, it's so annoying for Pro players to have the observer snipe, because oftentimes it's in the base of the Terran player or patrolling a key attack route. And when you snipe the observer, it's just a hassle to rebuild. You have to send it all the way across the map again. I think it is worth it, especially on the number of bases he is in. If it was like, you know, if it's like a 1-base thing, maybe not. But even then, I do like to see Terran players being attentive and sniping those. So it looks like he does have this tower with the Marine, and I do have my tower, and he hasn't really, I mean, aside from probing up to that tower, he hasn't really done any offensive action, and it looks like I'm trying to get a fast 4th here at the 13-minute mark. Just grabbing that because I feel like I can hold any bio pressure he has. With the number of High Templars I have, some nicely placed storms will at least ward him away, buy time for me to get out more gateways and more zealots and stuff to reinforce. Look at all these harvesters. Let me see my harvesters. So 78 harvesters. I'm doing super well on harvesters. My chrono boost is nice and low. I'm macroing. I'm in macro mode right now, and he is not doing too bad either. I would like to see him continue the tendency of getting like an extra command center. Looks like he's kind of sticking on this 3 base though, adding more racks, getting another starport. So I'm not sure if he suspects Vikings. I guess, yeah, because he did see that observer, and he just now scans and sees Dark Shrine, Temple Archives. Sees pretty much everything I have going for me here. But he assumed, I suppose, that I was on Colossus Tech, which is not the case at all. But that is what he thought. So that was what his second starport is for, and that will really not come into much of a play unless I do go down the Colossus Tech path. So here's my Zealot running across, going to hit that tower, and here's his push out. Looks like it's 158 supply for him, and with this Zealot that just totally kills himself there. He does provide the information that there is an incoming attack. So hopefully I will be prepared for this, and I do have my observer coming out across the map. Sees those midvacs, and at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, nice scan. That is just so annoying for pros players. But yeah, here we go. Looks like I might be waiting for 2-2. That's definitely something I want. He is at 2-2 right now, so if he engages right now, he will have the upgrade advantage, but I do need to start another observer. You do not want to be taken by surprise by any cloak ghosts, which are super annoying to deal with. I mean, the right placed EMPs with some cloak ghosts is just... it can be game ending for sure. It looks like I'm trying to pull this probe away, but the concussive shell snares it. I do have a pylon here, and I think I've scouted the third. Yeah, so I did see with that observer the gas geyser, so I do know the third is there. It looks like he's taking down the rocks. I don't know if I agree with this. I suppose it could really go either way. Like Zealots, it's nice to bottleneck in these chokes, but you don't want to sit your bio force in storm. So I can see why he chose to do that. I do hit the tower, see his army pulling back, and at this point we've both been. That's a very healthy number of ghosts there. But at this point, we've both been kind of macro mode. We've been feigning a lot of pressure, been doing a lot of economic growth. Look at 92 harvesters to 65. And I am ahead in the harvester count, getting my 5th now. So this is kind of what happens when Terran players leave Protoss players to unbridled economic freedom. Like, he hasn't really been dropping. That's one thing I would definitely work on. His economy's been super good. It's getting his 4th now, but I'm taking my... hopefully I can get my 6th up. And I just have a lot of money. A lot of money for sure. If you look, I've basically outspent him in everything. And that's just because my macro has been frankly better. And... you know, he hasn't really harassed that much. I don't even think he knows. Yeah, he doesn't know about the secret base down there. He doesn't know about all the expanding I've done, all the economic growth that's been happening on my end. And so that's really something I would like to see him do differently in his play. Definitely do some drops, do some harass, keep the Protoss on the move. Can't let them get comfortable. Otherwise, they'll just get this massive death ball. Nice scan. Again, picking off observers. Units lost tab. 4 units to 7, yeah, it's to 7 units lost, so not much happening at the 17-minute mark. And here we go, first big engagement of the day. His ghosts are cloaked. I see them with the blur on the map. I do storm them. He EMPs everything, but I do storm on the ghosts, annihilate all of them, and I'm trying to get away. I need to morph my High Templar into Archons, going for the engage here, but he EMP'd so much stuff. My Archons here are trapped behind, the Stalkers are firing as fast as they can, Immortals dealing some good damage. I do have 2 DTs in the mix, he doesn't realize they're there yet, but he just shreds everything, warping in more Zealots to get some more coverage on this army here. Hopefully I can surround them, but it looks like with this nice kiting and he scans with the DTs, he is able to repulse this attack barely. So it looks like it was, let me look at the units lost tab. So I do lose more there. That was those are some great storms on those cloak ghosts. I did not have an observer over my army. He had kept scanning, pick him off. I think I now am, yeah. I'm like, okay, I do have 2 Colossus in production, but I did really need, oh, nice scan. I'm manually moving this to Dark Temple. It actually doesn't get in range of the scan. But, looks like 3-3 is about to be finished, but yeah, those are just some great storms, great EMPs. I think I killed so many ghosts, though. I did lose that whole army there, and because of my economic advantage, even though I would say we were fairly equal in that confrontation, wow, he actually has a lot of supply, so maybe, I think yeah, he did come out ahead by a little bit, but because of my economic advantage, I mean, look, 95 harvesters, that's not bad at all. I just have been able to, well, at least I should be able to remax fairly quickly. Looks like he's going to be taking down my 5th here, trying to stabilize that front, try to get some, wow, what are you probes doing? They just all get slaughtered, but he does take down the Nexus there. And they do have a couple Colossus. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. Need to engage this army. Oh, my Templar, quick, morph to Archon. Morph to a freaking Archon. Alright, so he was able to target down a couple. That's great micro by him. And finally, consolidating my forces here. Looks like he does know. Yeah, I guess he knows. He hasn't really truly scouted. Oh, perfect. This is a great move. Should have done this earlier, but just picking away on these ICVs up top, try to disturb him a little bit, warping in a lot of zealots. But this is so pointless. This was a horrible decision by myself. This did literally nothing. I don't think it killed anything, and he's just able to kill the Nexus, kill all my probes. So basically, oh, it looks like I am. Oh, no. No, I have to run away because I realized, you know, taking that suicide, and I do this a lot there. Coming in with a multi-pronged attack. It looks like he's able to lift up in these dropships, but I do have blink, and maybe I'll be able to blink in and take out that dropship, take down that dropship, one last one. Hopefully I can get it. Looks like he's not really paying attention. It looks like he's killing these pylons down there. Nice blink, snipe off the dropship. So units lost tab. I'm definitely behind, but keep in mind. He has killed. Well, he's killed a lot of workers, 28 workers, but still ahead in the economy because he does not know about the space. Still, so I would definitely like to see more map control by him. He's been doing some nice double pronged attacks, and honestly, I kind of bungled up my engagement. But he did lay on the pressure very nicely. You know, he didn't let me remax on my units of choice, like more Colossus, more Archons, and High Templar, because Protoss. To really remax efficiently on not just like Zealot Stalker, you do need a little bit of time, and Azura played it really nicely by you know, pressing the advantage when he killed when he traded with my army and was able to snipe those bases. So I'm not super far ahead. I would say we're about even right now. If he can hold this base, he will be in a great position. But I'm coming in for a very nice attack there. Looks like I sniped the Watchtower with a Dark Templar. Very nice thing to do. And using my two Colossus with their superior range to wail on this planetary fortress. But a good amount of Vikings here. Now his two Starports come into use, and he is able to two-shot my Colossus there, put down a Storm just to ward away his Vikings and Ghosts, which he had ready, and bringing in his SCVs here. Reestablishing this base. And things are looking okay for me. I am maxed, he is not. At this point, I realize, okay, all I need to do is hold on to my bases until I can regain that economic lead that I had. As long as he is on 3 bases, because, yeah, his main find out. So he's basically on 2.5, honestly, because his natural's not doing so great. And I am on 1, you know what, I'm mined out here. So I'm going to be on 3 as soon as I can get these guys saturated up. But, as long as I can retain this economic advantage that I will have going for me, I will be in an okay spot. So it looks like he is about to be maxed. He's coming in, scanning, doesn't really pick off an observer. I don't think I had one sitting over his army, and running in here, but I do believe I can see this with the tower. Yeah, I can. So I bring my army. I have a lot of Archons. I am 3-3-2. He is 3-3. Coming in with a dropship down at the bottom right, so maybe he'll be able to deter my army with this drop. But I do have, yeah, I do have the tower with his DT, so I can see what's going on. I don't see this drop. I do not see this drop. Still have a pylon on the north left. So let's see if this engagement can go my way or it will go his. We are both maxed. His upgrades are very, very nice. His Vikings even have 2 armor on them. And coming in, cloaked Ghosts. I have no observer. Oh my gosh. Oh, the humanity. Oh, so my Colossus. No, there's my observer, late to the party. He even has observer speed. If I had him in that engagement, that would be perfect. I do have one nicely placed storm I land there. Coming in with so many Archons and charge lots. The EMPs have been great, but I just have so much stuff. And warping in at the battlefront, I'm able to instantly reinforce, basically. So these Vikings are doing nothing. They're just wasted supplies. So many Archons. I have like 8 Archons. Just dishing out pain. Looks like he's coming in with a little drop here, and there's no SCVs there to be had, so those Marauders are sad. Coming in with more forces down here, but he realizes, you know, is it really worth sticking around just for the pylon? I need to get out of there before I get flanked with just what's about to happen here. Stalkers run in, blink, kill everything. Archon dishing out pain, runs in with these Marauders, doing some nice scoot and shoot micro, some nice multitasking while I did warp and DTs there. But do have a mining base here. Looks like he might come with the drop to take out some of these some of these probes, which is exactly what he's doing. Maybe I should leave a DT up there to track him down, but he is just being super annoying, killing lots and lots of lots of probes, excuse me. Running in with these stalkers, and I should blink. I am not blinking. Blink up. Looks like, there we go. So with this pylon to give me sight, I do blink down there. Looks like he's coming around, being super annoying. These marauders have multiple kills, but he loads up just in time for me to snipe that down. So if we look at the workers kill tab, 38 to 8. I definitely, definitely not doing so great on keeping my workers alive. It's not a good position to be in if you're a probe working for myself, but does kill that pylon there as soon as I scout that a orbital command has gone down there. And if we look at the units lost tab, I've been able to basically keep an even footing. Now I know this isn't really even, but this disadvantage really was from the early game or mid game, I should say, when he pushed and I lost the first engagement. So really, I've been able to keep even in this mid-late game here, and looks like so many Archons. He has no ghosts. This is the key point here. I have so many Archons, and all these stalkers blink up, killing so much stuff. This one Colossus is wailing away 3-3-3. Vikings stand no chance against these well-upgraded units, and so many Archons. He had no ghosts. I don't know why he stopped producing ghosts. He has so much gas. Does he not have the... Oh, he has the infrastructure for it. I don't know where his ghost production was, but definitely needed those in that engagement. And looks like I am able to take the game here right before this planetary fortress gets sliced in half by this Colossus. And that Archon, man, that Archon is getting punched in the face. That must suck. But I do have Dark Templar running up over here, about to snipe this orbital command as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I thought this was a pretty macro-heavy, pretty decently played game. I think he was the Terran player was a little bit too passive. Definitely should put more aggression on a Protoss player. And a lot of people say Terran are underpowered because they let Protoss get Death Ball and Protoss wins. And really, the strength of Terran is not getting Death Ball against Death Ball. It's preventing Protoss players from getting Death Balls, and that's really the strength. And it's so frustrating as Protoss to play against Terrans who know how to do that, who drop constantly, and force Protoss players to micro and multitask more than they want to, and because Protoss players would rather divert their attention to economy, getting that big death ball up. But definitely something Azura could work on, but he did a very good job this game. So well played by both of us, and yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. I'll have more videos out soon. Thanks, guys.